Hello, welcome to a new video on the channel. We're in Calais right now, we're in France. Josh and I have ridden down from Hertfordshire to Dover. We've just gone over on the ferry and now we're here in Calais. We've got a few hours now to be riding down until our first stop for the night. We've packed our bags up, they're all on the bike. So follow us along on this journey. We're going to be vlogging the whole thing, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Good morning. Where to begin? The last time we caught up, you'll have seen some clips of us riding, you'll have seen some lovely clips of the sun being out, going down some lovely roads, and it was all going well, probably too well. And then we hit a bit of a problem. We got probably half an hour away from where we were due to be camping last night, and we stopped at the side of the road to get some extra layers on because it was getting a bit colder, and Josh noticed that there was some coolant leaking from his bike. So we stopped, we had a look, we tried to see what was going on there. From what we managed to gauge, there might have been a leak with the radiator. Maybe the coolant is leaking out from a part, maybe a head gasket's blown. We're not too sure. The bike's still running, it's not overheating right now, which is great. So the aim is to carry on. But where am I? We stopped to the side of the road, and we had a couple of bikers come round and help us and show us where to go and what to do with the bike. And then we had this lovely gentleman stop, tried to give us a hand. Oliver, I have to give a shout out to him, he was excellent. We were going to be camping in a forest, it was chucking it down with rain, all our stuff was wet. And then he said, 10 minutes away from here, my neighbour, she has an Airbnb, it's full, they've got guests, but she might let you camp in the garden. So we gave her a call. Long story short, she's amazing. We arrived here last night. The most wonderful place. I'm going to overlay some clips right now so you can see it, but I mean, have a look around. She's got chickens, she's got ducks. The house is like something out of a fairy tale book. I mean, Libby would go crazy here. If you just look through there, just a river at the end of the garden. What a lovely little spot. And she has this whole thing, and she rents it out for Airbnbs. And very kindly, she's let Josh and I stay in the garden. So we pitched up our tent. It was raining last night. We got soaked. We got water through. But this morning, we're back on the road. We've got 5, maybe 6 hours to do today. We've got some really lovely routes to do. We've got no main roads to do. So it's all lovely through the towns for the most part. I'm going to go pack up the bike now. And I'll keep you up to date with what's going on.
Just a chicken?
Yeah, and if you want to see the river,
Just wanted to show you really quick this little village that we're in. Her house is just here. Through that little gate you go through, and this is where we kept our bikes. So we're getting packed up right now. Josh is just getting the stuff on the back of his. He's got the food bag, the camping pillows, the towel, and then I've got all the sleeping bags, the roll mat, the tent, and some extra stuff all on there. So that's how I've done it. I've done 2 ratchet straps underneath the seat over the first 3 items, 1, 2, 3, and then this sleeping bag and the roll mat, they're Josh's, and they are bungeed on top, and then we've got another bungee around there. Now this is like makeshift because we don't have proper panniers, but it does the job. It's so secure, it won't come off when you're riding. But what a lovely little quaint village. Right, little update for you all. We are on the middle of nowhere track, about northwest of Paris right now. We set off from our Airbnb. We went to Leclerc hypermarket. We bought some sealant for Josh's radiator to try and seal up the leak in the radiator. There's coolant dripping out of it now. It was just starting to potentially overheat, so we pulled over to see what we can do. Right now, what we've got to sort out is we've got to try and open up the coolant tank. The problem we have is that the cap to open the coolant tank has got some corrosion on Josh's bike, which means we can't take the screw off to open the cap. So what we do have to do is we've now got to remove completely the tank, because underneath the tank there is the second coolant reservoir. We are quite a lot behind schedule right now. We're going to stay here, try and work it out for a little bit, and then I'll keep you updated in a bit. What I'm doing right now is we've managed to here, this is the basically the fuel tank. It's the fuel tank cover. On the fuel tank cover there are injection lines. Fortunately, this is either a 3rd or 4th generation SV, not my bike, but they have put the tanks on a hinge, which means that we've just been able to take off the side panels, take off the front connector, and hinge this up. We've got it propped up with a water bottle right now. Then this tiny little thing that goes on top of the coolant reservoir, which at the moment I'm pouring sealant into. What will happen with this, I've still got a bit more to go. What's going to happen with this is, as I pour it in, it will go into the tank. We need to then run the bike for 5 to 10 minutes idle. From there, what should happen is the sealant should circulate through all the pipes on the radiator, and hopefully what this stuff does is it then seals the problem. Now I'm nearly at the end, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the casing a little bit more so we can get some more in. Now as this pours in, there we go, nice and proper now. That's the whole thing, easy. So now what we've got to do, we've got to close this all up, run the bike idle 5-10 minutes. From there we will then start getting an indication of what it's like. Okay, update time. So we've been at the side of the road for a couple of hours. We've taken off the tank, we've put the sealant in. We've managed to also get the second reservoir open and get the some coolant in there as well. We're going to give it a go. We're going to try and see how far we can get. It doesn't seem to be overheating right now. Hopefully the idea is that we can maybe get to Narbonne and then replace the front grid radiator, but we'll see. We're going to pack up all our stuff and get back on the road. Well guys, not the update we were hoping for, but Josh's bike, yeah, we can't go any further with it really. It wouldn't be safe. So we are going to find a garage that we can get it to, and then we're going to find a plan from there. We're really not sure right now, but we'll find a garage. It's Sunday now, so it won't be open until tomorrow, so we really don't know, but I think there's a town 10 minutes that way, so that's what we're going to do. I'll re-record an update when I've got one. Right now I don't, apart from that, so that's it. It's Monday morning, it's about 9 o'clock, and we need to head over to the Suzuki garage to see if we can get Josh's bike fixed. So from the last update that I gave you, I can't really remember what it was, but we rode the bike a little bit more after trying to fix it. It kept just overheating and overheating and overheating. We isolated the issue is the radiator. A stone's flicked up, it's got a big old gash in it, we think, and it's just leaking out the coolant fluid. So we found a Suzuki factory like 15 minutes away from where we are. We're gonna head over there now. We've left the bike just outside. We're gonna hope that they can get the part today and we can carry on as normal. If they can't, then it's solo travel for me. But I will have an update in about 15 minutes. We're gonna head off on the Triumph now. I have to say, with all the problems with the trip, the Triumph has just been outstanding. It's got enough speed, enough power to get you down the motorways, and it's also nimble enough that if you want to do those back country roads, it's perfect for it. I don't think I've ever loved a bike more. Anyway, I'll catch up with you soon, and I'll give you an update. We've been to the Suzuki shop to try and fix the SV. They said it was going to be 700 euros, which is just money on this trip that we just don't have right now. So we decided to leave it outside the workshop. It's got cameras, it's very secure. And Josh is going to head to Narbonne via the train, and I'm going to do a big old day of riding today. Got 8 to 10 hours to do, so I'm hoping to get there by midnight, which should be fine. So this is goodbye to Josh. Unfortunately, we're going to shoot off. I've got so much riding to do. There won't be a lot of content now until we get there, really. So peace, see you in Narbonne. Bye. Okay, everyone. I'm like 3.5 hours in. I've got about 6 left. It's been okay. The roads are amazing. I'm not doing any motorways. It's all back roads through some amazing national parks. I've just pulled in at a service station to get a quick drink, have a wee, cool down for a little bit, let the bike chill out, and then in about 5 minutes I'll head off again. I'll go for about 2, maybe 3 hours, and then hopefully I only have 2 or 3 left to do. I'm aiming to be in Narbonne in our place for 11:30, but I'm not sure. I'll keep you all updated. I'll post about it probably when I'm there, so bye. Hello everyone, final little update before we get to Narbonne now. It's hopefully my last fuel stop. I'm 2.5-ish hours away now. Just parked up at Shell, getting some fuel. Nice little view as well. But hopefully I'll be there soon, and that will be the final update when we get there. So I'll speak to you really soon. Can you tell how tired I am? So I didn't give an update last night when I arrived because I was so tired, but I made it. 10 hours of riding in 12 hours, left at 12 p.m, arrived at 12 a.m, 6 fuel stops. My hands are covered in blisters, but the bike was sensational. These roads around here, on the way back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the GoPro on. You are not going to believe the roads that are around here. They are just incredible. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy my holiday. So thank you so much for coming along on the ride with us. Wasn't exactly how it what it set out to be, but that's the best adventures, I think. So thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, especially as I'm growing and it's fairly new. And I will see you for part 2 on the way home. Peace.